Welcome back. I am here to read to you or to manifest, pull, call on today's energy via Oracle Tarot, just straight tapping into what's going on. I just recently did a live and it's on my IGTV, and we talk a little bit more about some of the planetary configurations that are quite obvious to me now, and that will be for some time. Now, just hopping into the ethereal, to the etheric, a little bit of that Leo, Mars, Venus energy came through, and we have let love find you. The thrill is always in the hunt, not the chase. Make them hunt for you, not chase you. And there's a big difference in the hunt and the chase, right? Usually when you're chasing someone, it's because they're running away from you. They really don't want anything to do with you. And so they're trying to figure out a way to get out of it, and that leaves you on a chase. Okay. Some immature hunters or some immature prey, so to say, can misdirect this energy and make someone chase them when what they really intended was to have them hunt. And so if that means the prize or the damsel in distress or the masculine in distress plays little game. Now you see me, now you don't. But the whole idea, right, is to make yourself or for themselves to appear tangible but yet just out of reach. It's a beautiful, glorious game, and it shouldn't really be a game. It's actually one that calls for true sacrifice. As if the energy wasn't complicated enough, we have Neptune in here, just like blah, taking over. And then we have lunar energy, because the lunar cards wanted to have a say, expanding this Neptunian flare. Okay, so let's talk to Neptune for a moment. Neptune is a feminine divine essence. Here she's depicted as green, but Neptune has more of a bluish hue, powder blue, but green seems about right, because green is deception and envy, and I don't really like to talk about Neptune in this way. The thing is that we must put it in the light of what is, as we know that the outer planets serve as like other worlds, but they actually function in the same solar system, which is why we take them into consideration when looking at our personal energies. In order to see Neptune objectively, one puts themselves in the smaller category and tries to view this thing as ultimately benevolent and pure, when truly only the Creator is benevolent and pure, as this is meant to be a representative of such, but is still a fractal unit as we are able to see it and actually visualize it, whether we can touch it or not. I mean, it could be a complete utter figment of our imagination, and we know Neptune and Pisces, that's their realm. Imagination, illusion, deception, blessings, money, wealth, communion, intimacy, love, ecstatic love, in tune, deep, divine love, one that is so deep and so loving and all-encompassing, non-judgmental. Okay? And so we have this feminine divine energy really kind of deciphering how it is that she is going to manifest. How is she going to come into play? How are we going to tap into this energy so that it could work out to the best of our advantage? Well, I'd see, like, what are we trying to do here? Is there a refinement of this mysterious Black Moon Lilith energy? And the Black Moon is the point of the sky where the dark side of the moon is being shown, right? Which gives us the opposite side of what would be a multi or dual personality, the moon. And really kind of seeing what our more darker, archaic sides of behavior would be. Something more carnal, one that is either fearful, lacks fear, inhibits fear, creates fear. The Black Moon Lilith is like a wild animal or tiger who doesn't really care about while you're in its territory in space. And so these darker aspects had to be called up within us. Our Black Moon Lilith either has to be sacrificed or has to encounter some sort of sacrifice. I mean, with Neptune, we can encounter a renewal, a rebirth, a cleansing effect, as Neptune is the dissolver of barriers. It's here to set you free, that euphoria, that morphine, you know, too much morphine, I don't know, you know. Black Moon Lilith, okay. But then we have this fish here. It's like, all right, cool, fish, Neptune, double water energy, but at least we have the means to navigate it. The fish is here, although the water is tumultuous and it is wavy and it's a flying fish and all the fish are flying. Makes you a little bit more vulnerable to prey, but this is how we're moving about. We're agile, we're fast, we're quick, we're navigating the ocean. Neptune representing the essence of the ocean. So a whole nother world down there, mermaid. So great, fish is here. All right, navigating the seas, but yet there's a cross. So the cross represents difficulties, as well as restrictive beliefs that bear burdens on us, right? And if we go back to my most recent IGTV that I just did about an hour or two ago, there's been a running theme here of restrictive belief systems and how there's an active force still at play that is asking us to release the cross, our burdens, our self-propelled burdens, or burdens propelled by our beliefs. And so there's a sacrifice here, a little bit of a releasing of an addiction, because Neptune is an addiction, and this Black Moon Lilith is definitely doing her works in the shadows. So perhaps some cross that you've been carrying, some resentment or inability to let something go, because that cross is something that binds you, that really chains you down. And this fish, I mean, moving in water can very easily slip out of it. But this fish could also be overruled by this Neptune ocean and lose their way in the fog or in the dark ocean. You know, we never really know what's truly going on, and we really don't always know what's down there. And even the fish is susceptible to its own environment, the cross. We need to sacrifice and release this cross. It's a little bit of a mystery. It has something to do more with our archaic, dark, feminine side. The animal, the one that is territorial, the spider that eats the mother, as I like to say, the one that will rip you apart. Okay. But then we have sovereignty. That's an intense energy on its own, but we have sovereignty, which to me is an integrity in where this power source is being channeled through. To be as a sovereign being is to be individual, true, and whole onto itself. It is a lighthouse, a beaming light, Queen of the Moon, which I really love here, because ending the reading or leaving the reading, we have the lunar god, the masculine. And somewhere behind all this, or through all of this Neptunian fog transformative wave that we're swimming through to release this burden and this cross, we can release, is actually being advised that we release the burden and the cross before we even take this journey of coming into the dark mystery and standing into our sovereignty, and then blossoming, but in the same token manifesting the masculine. For you have made your sacrifices, you have released, you have relinquished. This is an intense, free love for God and purity of God, and it's a feminine energy. It's abundance. It's wealth. You know, when the fishermen go out to sea and the fish are abundant, ooh, baby. People are getting fed, money is being made, nourishment is here. But whatever is this cross, this burden, this weight on the shoulder, this chip on the shoulder needs to be released, sacrificed. Letting go of this like nastiness that we all have underneath it all. And nastiness meaning just this unforgiving, cold, ability. And to come back into our sovereign state, to fully integrate that and understand that that is an aspect of ourselves. But we're releasing that burden and this nagging like ability. I'm in charge of what I say and what I want to do. And I do understand that this is an aspect of myself. And I don't exactly like it. And I know that she's there and I respect her and I love her, but I am a sovereign being. I love and I worship the divine. And I'm here to heal and bring forth. Heal and bring forth. Blossom. Okay? Bring forth abundance. Flower moon. Beauty. Balance. Love. Enjoyment to the senses. Refinement to the senses. Just let me make music. Let me play music to you. Let me just play music. Let me just be myself, abundant. And this music that you make for yourself, that you create for yourself because you're just so into your sovereignty, your essence 33 begins to play a new song. Neptune rules music. Look at even the color tones match, and they're two different decks. And this calls in our mate, our masculine. The lunar god at that. Look at, he has stability and awareness of all of his lunar cycles. All of his emotional cycles. All of his ups and his downs. The waning and the waxings, the yearnings and the churnings. The full moon, ecstasy. Look at two. His light side, or no, his feminine side and his masculine side. Fully balanced, aware of what's happening in the cosmos and the ethers, yet a man and strong and healthy and in his physique, well knowing. But he's looking out gazingly while the high priestess does her thing, makes her music. And he's like, wow, I truly understand. Wow, he's hypnotized. He's hypnotized. He love it. And he shows up right at her doorstep, ready to receive everything that she is. But she's also ready to receive everything that he is and expand in that. And allow him to bask in everything that he is, and to let him show you everything that he is. I think we'll be really pleased. And so this can be an external counterpart, a friend, a brother, a sister, a mother, whoever embodies, whoever you feel that you are in this space, and whoever they are in that space is exactly that. Feminine, masculine, it's all just energy. Ultimately, it's just classifying the tendencies or the markers of these energies. It means nothing more. Okay, and the roles can be interchanged and flipped. This person could be going through all this, and you can be the one being magnetized to them because they're playing the music, and that music is this of harmony, integrity, devotion, faith, sacrifice, and deciding to let go of some of that, like that isolating black Moon, Lilith, I do what I want, I do what I please, I take what I want, I do what I please, I'm sexy and I love things and I overindulge and I'm an extremist and all that stuff kind of energy. We can acknowledge her. She's going somewhere and we're calling this in. So yeah, very interesting energy. I hope this finds you well and brings you the much needed awareness. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.